the greetings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas A&M's offense will get the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want...
He's going to take a shot right away. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to. And on the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Gamecocks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys and the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
He'll bring it back. It's Vargas.
Returner brings it out to the 38. And your Texas A&M Aggies will take over.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Aggie. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring. So they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Back to throw, it's Sharp. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your beat.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And there he is, the nation's leader in sacks, coming up with yet another one. Week after week, teams try to find a way to stop this guy. They just can't figure him out. He's too big, he's too fast, and he has a knack for getting to quarterbacks.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They're trying to get to it. Fires to the big fella. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Boston College managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll savor this one in Chestnut Hill for some time, no matter the final score. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Off play action. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go. It's complete to the left. Gets away from one, finds room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. catch in the middle. It's Lewis. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Wide receiver shows motion. On 4th down, going to the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Carolina, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it to the right side. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Time to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
And the Aggies have their offense in high gear. That's caught. It's Peters. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He locked up and held on to bring him down. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Sharp. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Returner is tackled down at the 36. And your Texas A&M Aggies will take
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo there.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air, it's Sharp. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go.
Got a lot of running room. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
At the 27, good enough for a first down.
Back to throw, it's Sharp. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Going to try to get it himself. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Let's go!
He's looking to throw. And the defense got him at the 27.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It is perfect. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll call for the fair catch here. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going up top on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
The return is brought down at the 14. And the South Carolina offense will take over.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Back to pass, it's Sharp. He's right on target. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. And now on first down after converting with the run. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll go to the ground. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking to throw it sharp. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Gamecocks will punt this one away.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 39-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
Second down coming up. They'll leave it with him. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him one to the 14. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Looking for more room. The 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, South Carolina. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Here's the give off the left side.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Try to get it to the edge. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. The give to the back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying it.
Touchdown, Aggie! And the pummeling has started. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak tonight. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
He finds his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. To the air, it's Sharp. Got his man on the right. Bulldozes his way through. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They want to just keep throwing it. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
On second down, looking again to throw. Gets it out fast. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead. And something positive. To the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season and I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So look.
Fires toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make you.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback.
Nothing but green ahead. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. After this, it'll be a wrap. He wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason.
Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Wolverines offense comes on the field first today. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we
breaks clear, end zone ahead. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on this offensive line. The pack gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the single back takes the handoff.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he's got his man open downfield. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a first and goal. Very efficient so far. Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. Hit as he released it. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So Stanford's offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And a flag flies as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Silva. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes a reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to pass. It's Brown. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
They'll kick it away here. When he's got some space here. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Makes the grab. It's Stewart.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Can he get there on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he finds his target. He has the first.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it second and medium. He'll hand it off. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's third and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Caught on the outside. It's Stewart. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Defense is coming after him. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to chuck it again. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Trying to find the end zone off the right side. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. But they'll try to add to the lead now in the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. back out there on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out, and they put something together in this drive. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they'll set up for the PAT. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back, lofting it toward the left sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. The kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Short throw complete to the tight end.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time, they convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33. This Stanford offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Brown. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
Running out of time in the pocket. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Well, it's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
And he's got it. 57 yards out and never in doubt. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Pass complete. It's second down now. They'll run it here.
They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the toss, testing the right side here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac, all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. An inside give now from the shotgun. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Crucial third down play right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll ride the back again here. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. They go up 18 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Trying to create here on the move. He pulls it in for a big gain. The timeout is called. It talks strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First down and 10 now. To the air. It's Brown. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Makes the catch downfield. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Escapes the pocket. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Stanford comes to the line quickly here. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Boy, another positive gain for this.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Stanford getting set with their 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. Quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end will bring up a 2nd manageable here for this offense.
Here's the 2nd down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a 3rd down.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. He was successful with his last kick. This one, though, from 46. Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. It's picked up. It's a live ball here. The defense has it. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. 1st down, looking to throw the football. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he's going to launch it deep again. Deep shot caught inside the 15. And they're finally able to stop him. A huge gain and a touchdown-saving tackle as time runs out in the 1st half. And the Wolverines will kick this away to start the 2nd half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They get the 2nd half started with their running play. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That run picks up 1st down yardage. A fresh set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Silva. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking downfield, it's Brown. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Wolverines. And the defense joins the party with a score. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
35. Stanford, 10.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Boy, it seems like a screen pass is either feast or famine. You either completely fool the defense and you got a lot of room to run behind a convoy of blockers, or there's just no...
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And they've got the returner corralled. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. And now the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Quick throw complete to the tight end. They make the stop just short of the mark where it's going to be 4th down and inches. Ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. A running play called on 4th down. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Love the aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, willing to take a chance here. Yeah, we've seen him do it a few times. They're now 3 for 3 on these 4th down calls.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Baker. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for the wideout. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the 2nd half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Dropping back, it's Brown. It's a quick grab. Tackle made after the completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. And the punt team makes its way onto the field.
Number 14, on to punt it away.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Play action here on first down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Pass complete on a crossing route. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. They've been great on 4th down so far today. 3 for 3. Can they stay perfect? And he drops back in the gun. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Catch made down inside the 15. Touchdown, Michigan. And the route is on. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Takes off to his right. Breaking free at the 35. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
First down here for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Brown. That one is knocked away and incomplete. Good defensive play on the last play of the 3rd quarter. So Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a intercepted, picked off by the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, this defense... Higher football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Receiver makes the grab, and they get him down after the completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Wolverines. To stretch the lead, the route is on. BAT is good as they build on this big lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
That makes the score Michigan 39, Stanford 10.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? The returner is brought down. Gets it started with the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
If I'm on this offensive line, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
And he'll make his way out of bounds and gaining decent yardage. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a 4th down decision coming up. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The pass is caught. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
With this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Back to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's 3rd down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Brought down to the 22 to first down, very near the red zone now. The Wolverines looking to keep this drive rolling. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Makes the catch. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And the Wolverines will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Can he take it all the way? At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Stanford. Here comes the point after attempt. And it's up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
39. Stanford 17.
And it comes out of the... Return attempted there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. He grabs it inside the 20. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the fourth quarter. Run the ball. Get out of Dodge. Keep everybody healthy.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
Third and goal, looking to throw for it. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings out him fourth down. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Grab down the middle. It's Silva. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Three guys up front, lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, drops back. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what.
Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game.
And the protection breaks down yet again, another sack. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The defense does have all 3 timeouts remaining, but Kirk and I would like to get to the plane, so let's hope the coach doesn't use them. Oh, the pass is picked off.
That's the last thing that you can afford to do. Working with the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get it.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you gotta try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs in tight.
And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks. Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught over the middle. It's Silva. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain. Exciting play to end the game, but he's stopped short, and the clock will run out. Unfortunately,